10. A good night's sleep means fewer cookies for you. Now this may not be what you wanted to hear, but it is true. If you don't get enough sleep, you are more likely to overindulge in sweet treats, like cookies. Researchers at the University of Granada found that sleep deprivation activates the same areas of the brain that are activated when people crave drugs. So if you can't stop thinking about cookies, try getting some more rest instead of reaching for the first aid kit. 9. Your dreams can help you solve real-life problems. When we dream, our brains are free to explore all sorts of creative solutions to problems we may be facing in our waking lives. That's why it's a good idea to think about your problems before going to bed. According to psychologist Dr. Deirdre Barrett, your brain will work on the problem while you sleep, and may even provide insights or ideas you had unconsidered before. So if you're feeling stuck on something, try putting it out of your mind and letting your subconscious take care of it. You may be surprised at what you come up with in the morning. 8. You can train yourself to lucid dream. Lucid dreaming is when you are aware that you are dreaming while you're asleep. This can be a fun way to explore different realities and scenarios that exist only in our minds. But did you know that anyone can learn how to lucid dream with a little bit of practice? By following a few simple tips, you can increase your chances of having a lucid dream. One trick is to keep a dream journal by your bedside and write down your dreams as soon as you wake up. This helps your brain remember that dreams are supposed to be remembered. Another trick is to use a visual reminder, like a post-it note on your mirror or a screensaver on your computer. This serves as a constant reminder to be aware of your dreams. Finally, you need to set an intention before you go to sleep that you want to have a lucid dream. With a little practice, anyone can become a master of lucid dreaming. 7. There are universal signs that you're falling asleep. As any seasoned sleeper will tell you, there are certain signs that indicate you're drifting off to dreamland. For example, you may feel your body getting heavy or your eyelids getting droopy. These are both surefire signs that sleep is imminent. Other common signs include a decrease in body temperature, slower breathing, and relaxed muscles. Some people also report hearing a ringing in their ears or seeing a tunnel-like vision just before falling asleep. It's important to pay attention to these signs, as they can help you determine when it's time to go to bed. After all, listening to your body's natural rhythms is key to getting a good night's sleep. 6. Your pets dream about you too. Cats and dogs dream about their favorite humans, too. While you sleep, your furry friend may be running around in his or her dreams playing with you as the ultimate game of fetch. Studies show that animals do dream, and they likely dream about things that are important to them, such as food, play, or their owners. This is because the most common brainwave seen during REM sleep, which is when dreaming occurs, is the theta wave. This type of brain activity is associated with deep relaxation and focus. So whatever your pet is dreaming about, you can be sure that he or she is completely focused on it. So next time you tuck your pet in for bed, take a moment to wonder what exciting adventures he or she may be having in dreamland. 5. Not all dreams are created equal. We all know that dreams can be strange and bizarre, but did you know that not all dreams are created equal? In fact, some dreams are more intense and emotionally charged than others. For example, a nightmare is a dream that leaves you feeling terrified and anxious. On the other hand, a daydream is a pleasant, even euphoric experience that can leave you feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. So why do we have different types of dreams? Well, it all has to do with the part of the brain that is active during dreaming. The amygdala is responsible for processing emotions, and it is particularly active during nightmares. Conversely, the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for rational thought and decision-making, is less active during daydreams. As a result, we are more likely to have intense emotions, and less likely to feel grounded in reality. Ultimately, our dreams are a reflection of the complex workings of our minds. And while they may sometimes be confusing or unsettling, they are always an adventure. 4. Sometimes your dreams come true. We've all had that experience of having a premonition about something that ends up happening in real life. And it turns out that this phenomenon is actually pretty common. In fact, there are a number of documented cases of people who have had dreams that came true. One famous example is the case of Abraham Lincoln. Before he was assassinated, Lincoln had a dream in which he saw his own funeral procession. In the dream, he saw his body lying in state in the White House, and he heard people talking about how sorry they were that he had died. Of course, this was all very disturbing to Lincoln, but he didn't think much of it at the time. After all, it was just a dream. However, just a few days later, he was assassinated. There are many other cases like this one, and it seems that sometimes our dreams can actually predict the future. While this may seem unbelievable, it is definitely something to think about. 3. If you dream about being chased, you could be anxious. We've all had those dreams where we were being chased through dark and narrow spaces by some unseen pursuer, and it can be a really scary experience. But did you know that there may be a reason why you're having these types of dreams? According to experts, dreaming about being chased often symbolizes anxiety or fear in your waking life. Perhaps you're feeling overwhelmed by a project at work or in school, or maybe you're worried about an upcoming presentation. Whatever the cause, this anxiety manifests itself in your dreams as a sense of being pursued. Fortunately, there are things you can do to stop having these types of dreams. First, identify the source of your anxiety so you can deal with it effectively. This may involve talking to friends, family, or professionals about your worries. Once you've taken steps to manage your anxiety, you should start to see a change in your dreams as well. 2. Your dreams can affect your mood. Your dreams can have a powerful effect on your mood. Whether you feeling energized and excited after a great night as sleep, or grumpy and sluggish after a bad dream. That's because our dreams can evoke strong emotions, which can carry over into our waking lives. For example, if you have a nightmare, you may feel anxious or fearful when you wake up. Similarly, if you have a pleasant dream, you may feel happy and optimistic. Interestingly, the effect of our dreams on our mood is not limited to how we feel. Our dreams can also influence how we behave. For example, research has shown that people who have positive dreams are more likely to be optimistic and cheerful throughout the day. Conversely, people who have negative dreams are more likely to be pessimistic and irritable. So make sure to pay attention to the content of your dreams, as they may be trying to tell you something about your mental health. 1. Your dreams may reveal your hidden desires. Have you ever had a dream that seemed a little too vivid or real? It turns out that there's a reason for that. Dreams can be a window into our deepest desires and fears. According to Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, dreams are the royal road to the unconscious. He believed that the content of our dreams is symbolic of repressed thoughts and feelings that we are not consciously aware of. For example, a dream about flying may symbolize a desire for freedom or independence, while a dream about being chased may symbolize fear of something in our waking lives. Of course, this is just one interpretation of what dreams mean. There is no scientific evidence to support Freud's claims. However, it is interesting to consider that our dreams may be trying to tell us something about ourselves that we are not consciously aware of. Next time you have a particularly vivid or meaningful dream, pay close attention to the symbols and themes. You never know what insights it may provide into your own psyche. Well, that's all for now. Don't forget to stay tuned for more videos like this. See you next time.